Welcome everyone into the News 4 Forum, the show where you don't just watch. Hey, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're starting off this morning with a look at what is trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is Amazon warehouse moving from Fernley to Reno. The new warehouse is located at the 8000 block of North Virginia Street in Lemon Valley. And according to the project's website, the new Amazon warehouse is being built at a 91-acre, 3-building industrial park called Logicenter 395. A lot of people chatting about that one. All right, nationally on CNN.com, the most read story this morning is for a second week. Yes, here it is again. What is going on? You can't change the color of Facebook. It's a virus. According to CNN, when Facebook users click onto the fake app, it sends them to a malicious website, asks them to watch this video. Guess what? The video is full of viruses, and you have been hacked. You have been warned now for an entire week. Don't do it, folks. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is YouTube video captures purported witness backing police version in Ferguson shooting. According to Fox News, the man who posted the video to YouTube describes how Michael Brown tussled with police officer Darren Wilson and lunged toward him. Governor Jay Nixon has called in the National Guard to assist with protests. Trending on Twitter this morning is hashtag Julian Assange. Yeah, WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange confirmed today that he's going to leave the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he has been living for 2 years to avoid extradition. He says he's going to move out when conditions are right. Where he's going, nobody knows. Basically, he's saying that he's suffering from health problems. Now on to our viewer voice segment, where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page about 9 o'clock in the morning. We'd love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account, circle me, Melissa Carlson, let me know you're interested. And by the way, you can do this on your mobile device if you're at work and you want to just jump in on the show. We'd love to have you. All right, our first topic. One North Carolina mom is facing charges after the use of a 4-letter word at a grocery store. Yes, she got arrested. Dion Garoy reports.
So you're under arrest. Right in front of my kids, in front of my husband, in front of customers.
Danielle Wolfe recalls the night she was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct at this Kroger in North Augusta. She says a woman shopping in the store followed Wolfe and her family.
And she's like, you said the F word. But, like, she said it, and I'm like, when did I say this to my kids?
According to the incident report, Danielle Wolfe was here shopping at this Kroger with her kids, going down the bread aisle when they kept squeezing the bread, and that's when she said the word that got her arrested.
It seems a little extreme.
That we don't guide our children in the proper way.
But Wolfe says that's not what happened.
She was like, you told that they were smashing the bread. I said, no, I said it to my husband, that he was smashing the bread by throwing the frozen pizzas on top of it.
According to North Augusta law, disorderly conduct generally means to utter, while in a state of anger, in the presence of another, any bawdy, lewd, or obscene words or epithets. Wolfe says the woman later said she didn't want her arrested, but it was too late.
I didn't harm nobody. I didn't hurt nobody. The lady said she was having a bad day. So because you're having a bad day, you're going to ruin somebody's life.
Police say at this point in time they're not commenting on this case. Wolfe is due in court September 12th. Asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about this story? Disorderly conduct, if she is yelling profanities, maybe just one, at her children, is that enough? And someone should step in, or no, it's going a bit too far. Starting off first with Glenn. Glenn, your thoughts on this one?
Well, I've decided to turn this one around. I mean, we can all understand a mom getting frustrated and flipping her lid now and then. Rather than arresting the mom for flipping her lid, why don't we arrest the kid who's cussing mom out and teach the child a lesson?
You know, okay, so that's going a bit maybe in a different direction there. But this, it goes to the point of this, right, Kempton? We in social media land right now seem to be policing everybody. You wore the wrong clothing. You wore the wrong makeup. You did this. You parked in the wrong spot. We're putting it out there. So we're kind of all becoming police nowadays. What's the difference of what this mom did to what people are doing all the time in social media, other than she actually called the police?
Yeah, well, it's we are in a horrible situation. The Big Brother used to be the government on us. We are on each other and all the time. In this case, a lady, maybe she should just let that go. And worse, the police should be the smarter one and say, nah, we're not going to charge her, and maybe talk to her a little bit and then just let it go. Like, don't they have anything else better to do? Crazy.
Tony, what do we have on Facebook?
Well, Denise says, I think it was appropriate for this mom to be charged. I work very hard to set moral examples that I want my children to follow. After all, children follow what they are taught. I do not want my children to see or follow. Jennifer says First Amendment doesn't say everything except profanity. More than half of this country would go to jail.
Al, you've got the final word on this one. What do you think?
For the most part, I believe that with all this policing going around, these people need to really just focus on the person who actually called the police. I really think that that's something that needs to be questioned into as well. You know, with so many things going on in the world today and so many people calling other police for different things, you just have to be careful nowadays. But for the person that called the cops, I think that's more warranted for an arrest.
Arrest the person who called. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. A Florida man has come up with a smartphone app he's hoping will give parents a helping hand when it comes to monitoring their kids' social media accounts. Justin Finch has the details.
Thanks to 21st century tech, schoolhouse taunts now reach victims anytime and any place.
Some kids might be able to deal with bullying for that 8 hours at school, but when you come home, you don't have to deal with it. It's not in your face. With cell phones, it's 24 hours. It's relentless.
That got app builder William Stark thinking.
If a kid knew what they were about to post, the first person that would see it would be their parents. Would they actually post it?
Perhaps not, and that's how he came up with the Halt app.
This application will only show you what your kid has posted, what their likes are, what their status updates have been, and what their friends have tagged them in. So it filters out all that extra stuff, so you look at what's important.
Halt keeps parents in the social media loop, giving them final say over what their kids post to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if mom or dad has any questions,
let me flag that so I can look at that again later.
Halt won mom approval.
There's a lot of danger out there and no one knows what's happening. There's pedophiles and everything, and we could keep our kids safe.
Halt's release comes days after the mother of Becca Sedgwick filed a civil lawsuit in her death. The Orlando area 12-year-old reportedly was taunted and cyberbullied by 2 classmates. The pressure said to have driven Sedgwick to take her life. Her mother's attorney says it's a wake-up call for parents to track their kids' online activity or else.
If it doesn't, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a lawsuit with your personal assets in jeopardy.
And that was Justin Finch. The app is free, currently available for Apple phones. Asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about this one? It's right, it gives parents a little bit of help, but does it also give them a false sense of security? This is a tough one. You want to help out parents as much as they possibly can, but it may not give them everything they need. Is the answer here that parents forget the apps? You need to get into your kids' social media and be hands-on. Kim, social media coach Kim Beasley, your thoughts on this one?
It's a good thought, and it's a good try at helping parents to connect with their kids on social media and monitor them. But it is not a guaranteed thing. Unfortunately, kids can just create new social media profiles. Like you said, get into their lives, get an understanding of what they're saying, what they're doing, and make sure you have trained them to use social media correctly.
Yeah, get in there. Steve, your thoughts? Steve at Reno, can you hear me? Let me ask Kempton. Kempton, your thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Kim. If we think that whatever we're watching through the app is good enough, then, hey, the kids are always smarter. No parents watching this 5 venue, yeah, just create a brand new one. Or post something for the mom to say, see, oh, this is good, but, hey, the more revealing stuff or whatever, another account. Or maybe direct message, who knows.
Yeah, so just be aware. Get in there, parents. Get in there. You got to figure it out if you're going to help yourself out. All right, coming up next, thanks everybody. We appreciate it. You can go ahead and post your comments, by the way, on our Facebook and our Google Plus page. Coming up next, do you love ramen? Did you know that you could find it here locally and fresh? It's amazing. Steve Schroeder joins us with a look at that coming up next. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It must be so hard for parents who are, engaged in social media when their kids are growing up, and their kids know more about it than them. I mean, I can't even imagine.
Oh, hi.
The
I want to sit on that one.
It's really sad. I talk to parents and I've watched kids online, and I can see their kids heading down that road of no return unless the parents get involved. And I've also seen where parents just really don't care.
Yeah.
They don't. They want. I mean, we're part of our generation is the easy answer generation. I'm right on the cusp of that, but it's there's a fix for that. That truly is. There's an app for everything. We are these kids coming up are the apps generation, and a lot of these younger parents are the app generation also. They just came in on the cusp of it, and they just want it fast and easy. Like what's the easy answer here? I don't want to do the work. I used That's unfortunate. That's the way it goes.
So time pressed and no time to talk to
kids know more about it than the parent.
Yeah.
You have to spend the time. You have to invest time in order to understand and know what's going on with your kids. I know growing up, my mother knew what we were doing. I mean, we weren't perfect.
I know it's horrible, but you're too low.
My mom every once in a
If
while.
I go any lower? Okay.
But she knew what we were about. She was in our life. She was even in the lives of her friends' kids because her friends weren't. And so she helped raise like a neighborhood, I guess you could say. And I think that's what it takes. And we've gotten away from that.
Where's this one from? Momiji, the one over by Toys R Us.
Correct.
Yep. Steve Hunt, I'm sorry, I wanted to get to you, but I don't think you heard the question the first time it came through. I apologize. Try to get you in there.
I didn't, and I was muted anyway, so.
Okay. Sorry.
I saw you were muted, Steve, and I thought, well, maybe he muted himself and didn't realize it.
I did. I got some background noises here outside the window.
Welcome back, everybody. What better way to start off your work week than with a little bit of delicious, fresh ramen? Steve Schroeder from Reno Street Foods joins us with a look at exactly that. A lot of people, I'm sure, didn't know that you could get fresh ramen here right in our area.
Well, and a lot of people didn't know that ramen is actually a true dish, not something in a package or a cup.
Yeah, how about that? It doesn't come in that little plastic container.
With a ton of nitrates and sodium that just blow your mind and make the kids jump off the walls. So
yeah.
Ramen is an amazing dish. To Japan, it's what hamburgers and pizza are to America. I mean, it is their carbohydrates, protein, and broth in one bowl, and it's an amazing dish.
What is it that makes ramen so good, in your opinion?
I think it's a comfort food,
as
well as a really hearty meal. It's got 4 different kind of broths. There's a miso, a soy, there's a curry, there's another kind that they put. It's a pork bone broth. That's what I brought here today. Those 4 different flavors, along with toppings, along with your proteins, along with the different things they can do, you can make different choices with it, but it's an amazing treat in a bowl. And, ramen, historically, it's actually a Chinese word for a Japanese dish. Ramen is the noodle, and in Japan, the noodle truly came from, in the late 1900s, or early 1900s, sorry, from water made from a lake. They brought it out of this lake in Japan to make the noodles, so it's a very spiritual dish.
Specific, too.
Yeah.
One lake.
I love history.
Boy.
Food. I love food.
So what is it that people need to be looking for when they're like, I'd really like to try this ramen, but I need to know what makes a good ramen. Should I waste my time and energy on this
Well,
ramen?
when you walk into the restaurant and no one speaks English, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
And number 2, the broth. You definitely want to find out, is there MSG in it? Is it high nitrate? Did you actually make it, or did you just get it from a can?
Yeah.
That's going to make a true ramen. There are only 3 or 4 places in the entire Tahoe area that make true ramen. Most of it's kind of an offshoot or not good. There was a lot of bad reviews on different ramen, but if you're looking for it, you want to find something that's true ramen, again, not from a can.
Where can people find it here?
Okay, you're going to look at Momiji 2. They're over by Toys R Us in the Smith Ridge Center, and then also up in Sparks. They reopened a restaurant up in Sparks off of Green Bay. The next one you're going to look for is Rolls and Spicy. They are located in Midtown. And then the last one, you want to go to Truckee, the Drunken Monkey. They actually make their noodles, and that's something you're going to look for. A little bit of that extra, step into the process.
Yeah, a little bit. That's a big extra step. Seriously.
Yeah. And ramen noodles are hand cut. So, I don't know if you've seen some of those TV shows where they take it and they string it and then they string it. And I would be a mess. I can't even do pizza.
I don't worry about it. I just eat it. I just want to eat it.
Sorry.
It looks amazing.
I'll help you.
If people want to get a hold of you, they've got some questions, how can they get a hold of you?
Contact us at Reno Street Food, Steve at Reno Street Food, or look us up on Facebook.
Yeah, we're also on Instagram as well if you'd like to check out some of our cool after pictures and say, hey, that's what I want to have for lunch pictures. All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us, Steve. I
do.
Appreciate it. And we're going to go to Tim now with a quick look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you. We have sunshine out there, and that's going to be the case for a lot of us today. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast in just a few minutes and see what else is in store.
That food must smell good because Melissa can't stop looking at it.
What can't Melissa do?
I didn't say anything.
Uh-huh.
I said that food must look good. You can't stop looking at it.
I know, it is.
1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 8.
Thank you, my love. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
We didn't ask what we're doing next week. Do you know?
I know.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't ask it.
I will figure that out. It becomes a challenge.
Are we running out of food trucks?
Yeah, we're running out of food trucks that I would put food on.
Oh.
Wait, what's that? What about that one that has the... Oh, never mind.
It's I love that place. The miso one. Hi. Hi, Carly.
Oh, Steve.
Hi, Carly.
I think you know my brother, Adam.
And he's
Yeah. Of course we know Adam. Nice to meet you. Just doing a tour?
Yes, I've relocated to.
Nice. Applying for a job here? Oh, very nice. What position?
Something along the lines of associate producer.
Got it. Awesome. You've worked in TV before?
Mainly my background is in, but
Yeah.
I've been in LA for a while.
Whoa.
Broke for the Hollywood.
Wow. And now you've come back to good old Reno, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Everyone always comes back to Reno, you know? That's what they say.
Can you scroll down?
Yes,
Is
hon.
video alive?
I'm sorry.
Sorry to interrupt.
Video is not alive.
Video's dead.
We're still
Good to know.
keeping video dead. Is that right, Amanda? Are we still keeping video dead? And welcome back, everybody. Yay, Tim is back. With a look at our forecast for today. We've got some nice temperatures today, but things are going to kind of slowly cool off.
Just a little bit, just by a few degrees. We'll be barely below average for the next few days after today, but not anything all that extreme out there. No big swings in the weather department. Hey, let's check out a beautiful picture first. Sunset in Reno. Darlene sent this to us. Thank you so much, Darlene, for sending that to our Facebook page. It is on there now if you want to go check it out, facebook.com/KRNV News 4. Like that picture and let Darlene know that you appreciate her hard work out there, and also like us while you're there. We'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on. As far as your weather headlines for your Monday, mainly sunny skies out there. That's been the case so far today and will continue to be the case through the afternoon hours for most of us. There is an exception though. Seasonably warm temperatures as we make our way through the next couple of days as well, and a quiet week out ahead of us. So not too much going on in the weather department. We are going to be tracking a few isolated thunderstorms though. 79 degrees right now, calm winds, sunny skies, and humidity at 16%. We're looking at temperatures very pleasant around the area. 82 now in Carson City, 87 in Smith Valley, 75 in South Lake Tahoe, and 72 in Truckee after starting off the day at the freezing mark earlier today at 32 degrees. So definitely a big warm up already, 40 degrees warmer than this morning. Now we are looking at a lot of sunshine out there. We had a few light showers pushing through the far northeastern corner of the state. That has come to an end, but that also is the area that could see a few more thunderstorms as the day goes on. So we'll be watching for that. You'll see that here on Futurecast in a second. We have this low that's working down the west coast, very weak upper level low. Not bringing us a whole lot, but it could bring us a little bit of cloud cover, some thin cloud cover for western Nevada this afternoon. Northeastern Nevada could see a few thunderstorms out of that. That low will continue to weaken and move overhead. It means a little bit more cloud cover for your Tuesday, even more for Wednesday, but really not too much in the way of big weather changes there. It's a weak low pressure system. 77 for the high today in Tahoe City, 79 for South Lake Tahoe. Just a few thin clouds, otherwise sunshine and west winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. We're into the 80s to the low 90s for western Nevada today, 90 in Carson City, pretty close to average for this time of year, not too far off. Into the 90s for a lot of northeastern Nevada, and again a chance for some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. They're not going to be widespread though. 93 in Hawthorne, 77 for the high in Mammoth Lakes, and 93 in Winnemucca today. Up to the north, we're looking at the 90s for a couple of spots, but mostly into the 80s. 87 instead, and 89 in Sutcliffe, and down toward the Truckee Meadows. We'll top out at 92 today in Reno. That is a little bit above average by maybe a degree or so, but then we'll drop just a little bit below average for the rest of the 7-day forecast. Sunshine mixed with a few clouds around the Midwest midweek period as that upper level low pushes overhead. Otherwise, returning to sunshine, things very quiet for us here in western Nevada and the Sierra. Back to you, Melissa.
All right, Tim, thank you so much. Coming up next, a threat posted on a popular social media site has led to an arrest of a 15-year-old from California. What did he do? We'll tell you about that coming up in your tech news. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, he's got a lot going on.
What's
that?
Do? What did he do? What can some...
You like that tease, huh? Yes. Hi, Lord. So, come up here, come up here. So we have here, so this is the first part of our show where we have a chat room going. So we're chatting here. That's what's happening. So this is the show itself. So we're doing this. We have Tim come on. We're talking here, but then I'm getting texts from people in the station, and then I'm chatting here. So I've got people talking in my ear. So it's about like 7 things going on at once. But it looks chaotic, but it's now in a controlled, chaotic zone at this point. I know. But that's what's going on. So we've got Tony's in the studio here. Glenn, where are you out of?
I'm in Wyoming.
Wyoming. Glenn's out of Wyoming. He has his own radio show. Kim is out of KC, out of Missouri, and she does all of our social media stuff. Steve's out of Reno, and we had a few people already pop out of here, but we have people from all over the U.S. come in and chit chat about our topics of the day. So yes, Glenn, they are the voices in my head. So we give the stories out at the beginning of the morning, or about 9 or so, and they're just basically from anywhere, talk or topics, and they come in and like, I think that's BS, I think that's great, and that's what you have. 15 seconds.
And Melissa, I moved to Sparks.
Welcome back, everybody. Now in your tech news, a 15-year-old boy is arrested accused of threatening to shoot up a California high school. Sheriff's deputies say that the teen posted threats on photo sharing site Instagram. Chris Fajardo reports.
Deputies say the 15-year-old they arrested in this apartment complex may have been trying to get attention when he posted stock photos of guns on social media and threatened to shoot up schools. Whatever his motive, many of his neighbors in Canyon Country are planning to stay home tomorrow, including Jamie Rosales' teenage daughter.
Then she told me she don't really feel safe going to school tomorrow.
Deputies are trying to reassure parents there is no danger. On his Instagram account, the teen posted this message, reading in part, to the people who live in the SCV, Santa Clarita Valley area. There will be a huge expletive shooting soon, and a lot of you, expletive, are going to die. We are aiming our guns mostly at high school students. Blood will be shed, and families will suffer. Deputies say the teen nor his family had any guns, and there was no weed.
This particular individual did work alone. There wasn't any secondary suspects. There were no firearms found. His parents were not in possession of any firearms. And this was done as kind of a way to get a reaction out of his fellow students and classmates.
The teen's Instagram account, which has since been deactivated, also featured a picture of Valencia High, but the photo is of a school in Texas. Even so, deputies say you'll see squad cars at all the schools in the area tomorrow, but say it's to reassure families students will be safe in the classroom.
I live in the community. My children are going to be going to school tomorrow. Many of the deputies' children are going to be going to school tomorrow.
And that was Chris Fajardo reporting. Well, NASA is asking for the public's help in categorizing hundreds of thousands of night photos of the Earth, most taken from the International Space Station. Cool job, huh? The photos are available in an online collection. People are asked to identify which cities and towns clusters of lights are, where the lights are coming from. Hundreds of volunteers have already classified nearly 20,000 images, but those need to be confirmed by multiple people. The main goal is to create an open atlas of nighttime photos of Earth. So cool. Well, have you ever attempted to reach for something, but you just can't seem to grab it? Cute viral video coming up next. Stay with us. if we just have 47, do you want to take video right off the top so that we can do a final forecast at the end? This is slated for 30, so we'll give Tim a final 13 seconds or so. Okay, so video off the top then. It's no fair to have that ramen in front of me and not be able to eat it, because that was just a one dish. That wasn't like for everybody. I was this close to it.
Did they leave it for you?
Negatron, Kim. Negatron.
Why?
Days ruined.
Because you kept looking at it like,
oh, really?
I'm about to jump into this. That look was priceless.
What look?
The look you kept giving the ramen.
Was I doing this? Was I looking at it like that?
You were talking and you were going.
I picked up the bowl and...
Every once in a while you would look down at it like...
No, I was not.
Yes, you were. I was
Steve, no, Steve. Don't say yes to Kim. Kim is trying to lead a march here. Don't get in line. That wasn't the truth. I was not looking like that. I was just going like, why does my husband... Hey, babe, I'm in the middle of the show. Can I call you back?
That's right.
Okay, yeah, I'm on the desk. I got to call you back.
Oh.
It's the same day, same time, every day, Monday through Friday, has been for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and yet he still manages to call me.
Never gonna change, Melissa.
I'm always like, babe, and then I say, babe, I'm on the desk, I can't talk. No, hold on, I need to get, I'm like, huh.
In 3 minutes, it would have been fine.
You know whose fault it is, though? Mine, because I answered the phone call. I should have just let it go. I know, Tony. Men, exactly. Men. No, I need to pick up the truck. Oh, you need to pick up the truck? Guess what? I'm live on air on TV. I can't get up right now and go give you the keys.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to.
I know. No.
So funny.
I mean,
The time.
no. I'm on live on air.
So next time you go give them the keys and you have the cameras follow you out to the parking lot.
Oh.
Well, if you are short in stature, then you know all too well how difficult reaching for some items can be. Case in point, check out this little dude right here. This is a little French bulldog, so cute, and you know he's not feeling too well. Take a look. I don't even know how to say this name. Porter Nowak originally posted this video last year, but it's making a comeback. The French bulldog shows his struggles in trying to reach this poor little tennis ball. He's like, what? Look at me. I can't get this myself. Help me, would you? He even tries to talk at it a little bit, bark. Nah, that's not working either. Super cute. But you can find this, by the way, on our Facebook page if you'd like to repost. All right, real quickly, final look at our forecast for today.
It's pretty quiet out there. A lot of sunshine, maybe some high, thin clouds. Otherwise, not too many worries.
All right, I like it. Thanks, Tim. Welcome back, by the way.
Thanks.
We'll see you back here at noon. I gotta say bye to everybody.
Okay, I gotta get back to work.
That's
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey
Okay.
guys, I thank you for coming in. I have to go outside because my husband is waiting to change out cars, obviously. He needs the truck. Have a great day, you guys.
Okay, bye.